Have you ever felt so overwhelmed with your feelings and had no way to get them out? If this correlates to you, please keep watching. Provoking questions, milestones and rewards, you want to be and de-stressing, another study of adults, gratitude journals. Pinterest is a great way. I cannot express the health of the anxiety. Hi angels, welcome back to my channel. It's your professional yapper here, Ella, and today we're gonna do a deep dive on the art of gratitude journals. So if you don't know what a gratitude journal is, it's a book that you can buy or make yourself that'll help you plan out your overall goals in life and just help you appreciate yourself. However, I've seen mixed feelings about if they even work, which is why I'm here to talk about it. So first things first, let me show you the gratitude journals that I own. This is the one that I have most recently been using and I find it very effective. So the first page in this book is an introduction essay about how motivation is the key secret sauce for success. The first page where you have to write something down is the getting started page, and here is where you set out your main goal. And it just has a bunch of stuff and it says, what do you want to be? It says, what do you want? Think about it, hold it in your mind, say it out loud. I want blank. Basically, everything throughout this book is just questions of who do you want to be and why aren't you there yet? It also gives helpful, thought-provoking questions about how you can get there as fast as possible. After looking through this book more thoroughly, there is a question in chapter 3, which I do really like. It says, are you in a situation where you feel like you're settling for the bare minimum? Sometimes to get to the next level, we need to raise the stakes. You know how. You have to do something that makes you a little nervous. How can you raise the stakes for yourself? All of the questions are really deep and you have to think about it for a while until you write it down. But for me, whenever I start to write things down, it starts flowing out me like a waterfall. So I find it to be very relaxing when journaling. Of course, this is just a simple overview of this book and I will be talking more about it later. The next book I would like to introduce to you is the Just Breathe Self-Help Journal. Unlike the Do It For Yourself journal, this one is rather repetitive and doesn't have any thought-provoking questions. So those who are new to journaling and just don't know at all where to start or write, I suggest this journal. Even though it is not that thought-provoking, it still does help you understand yourself better. I would consider this to be more of a gratitude journal than the Do It For Yourself, because Do It For Yourself is mainly just explaining your goals and how to get there, while this is just taking it one step at a time. There's like 5 pages of the same thing and it just rotates. There is a habit tracker, and here you have to write what habit you would like to start and steps to practice the habit, as well as milestones and rewards and what you have learned throughout the journey of practicing this habit. Of course, this is really helpful because I for one slack on a lot of my habits. I break habits often, and I think this is incredibly useful to start habits instead of just starting them for 3 days and dropping them for the next month. Another one is just writing and reminiscing on one of the times you were incredibly happy. It says, describe a time when you were radiantly happy, and then there's a blank, and what do you value most about that memory? And then after that, you list 10 things that make you happy. After that, you have just a today overview. You don't write this after the day occurred, you write it before. So you have the day, you have the date, you write your intentions, positive affirmations for yourself to push you through the day, 3 ways to be present, 3 things that went well today, something that you learned, and something you look forward to for tomorrow. I honestly love this page so much because it's so helpful just being positive. Like, I could be so negative sometimes. I can be so negative in my head sometimes about myself and other people, and that's incredibly unfair because you never know what's going on to somebody else. And I feel like this journal is super helpful for those who are struggling with negativity and want to fix it. Help yourself be a better person, honestly. Let me see another page. I think that's it. No, there's not. There's another one. I forgot. So there's a self-care page, and you have a checklist of just productive things like going outside for a walk, reading a book, taking a nap, decluttering your space, meditate, make plans with your friends. And here is just an I am, and you have a whole paragraph of blanks just to explain affirmations to yourself and who you want to become. After that, you can express yourself, and you have a whole lineless blank page. So maybe you could try a drawing, maybe some stickers, maybe like a scrap journal, or you can write whatever you want, honestly. I do like this journal a lot, mainly because it's just so open. It's so not constructed that it is constructed. Like, it's encouraging you to use your brain and your creativity, as well as just helping you like subconsciously understand, like, wow, I want to get better. So if I write this down, maybe I can actually become this one day. And that's also what I like about the Do It For Yourself book, not to keep mentioning it while I'm talking about Just Breathe. But the Do It For Yourself book, this is so underrated, because if you have a specific goal in mind, you can definitely achieve it with this. However, it might take a while, considering that there is like so many pages. But there's also pages in here that don't have anything to do with your goals. It just helps you broaden your idea just to push beyond what you think you're capable of. Or it's like meditative. Like, there's one page, it says, take this journal for a walk, even if it's only to the other room. Go to the coziest space you can find, write down everything you hear, from snippets of conversation to birds chirping. Did these sounds hold any cues for your current project? Of course, you just sit in silence and listen and enjoy life in general, and just write it all down with these bullets. I do find it to be incredibly helpful for myself. However, other people who aren't really good at writing or aren't so good at writing, I suggest you get the Just Breathe one first, because it's easy and you just have to write down how you feel. But this one, I do feel like it should take a bit of effort, which is what I like about it, but it might not be the best type of journal for some other people. This is a slow-paced journal, and this one is a fast-paced journal, so which is why I like both. I like slow and fast. I think that's all I have to say about my own journals, so let's get on to the next topic. Based on the type of journal you use and how fast-paced it is, journals can help with de-stressing, mental health, and achieving your goals. According to PubMed Central, one study found that compared to a control group, gratitude and expressive writing significantly increased students' feelings of life satisfaction over time. Moreover, although not significant, participants in the gratitude writing groups showed a trend for lower depressive symptoms over time than the expressive writing and control groups. Another study of adults in psychotherapy found that participants in a gratitude writing condition showed greater mental health benefits up to 3 months post-intervention when compared to participants in expressive writing or control condition. Participants in the gratitude writing condition also used more positive and fewer negative words than the expressive writing condition. In addition to mental and physical health benefits of expressive and gratitude writing interventions, these interventions are relatively easy to employ, non-invasive, and can be delivered using online techniques. According to News and Health, Dr. Judith T. Moskowitz states, by practicing these skills, it would help you cope better with whatever you have to cope with. You don't have to be experiencing major life stress. It also works with the daily stress that we all deal with. Ultimately, it can help you not just be healthier, but healthier. When you make gratitude a regular habit, it can help you learn to recognize good things in your life despite the bad things that might be happening. Moskowitz says that when you're under stress, you might notice all the moments of positive emotion that you experience. Put some effort into experiencing gratitude on a daily basis and see how it goes, Moskowitz advises. It might just surprise you that despite how bad things are, there are things you'll feel grateful for alongside it, and feeling grateful might help improve both your mind and your body. If these studies don't convince you, let me guide you to a feeling that I'm pretty sure we've all had before. Have you ever felt that random sense of euphoria whenever you're thinking about just life in general? You might be sitting outside and just hearing the birds chirp and feeling the breeze against your skin, and then you just think, wow, this is amazing. That's how gratitude journals help you feel. For that example, just by sitting outside and understanding the feeling of euphoria and just gratitude and loving just the earth and your life in general, that is gratitude. And journaling that gratitude will help you feel it more often. Now, if you're saving up money for something important, I can show you how to make a gratitude journal at home. I myself have already done this, but the first step is to get yourself an empty notebook. However, if you don't have one, get some paper and staple it together in a booklet shape. I suggest just getting as many pieces of paper as you can, but 10 is a minimum. Easiest way to do this is just follow this, or any other things you see on Pinterest. Pinterest is a great way to find thought-provoking questions for journaling. Me personally, I have a board dedicated to this specific thing. I also have an affirmations board that I will say to myself in the mirror each morning. Hopefully you find this helpful. If you see or think any good questions, write them down and answer them later. It's best if you do this at least once a day. I have now finished my journal prompts, and I think they turned out really good. The questions don't even have to be that thought-provoking. All I wrote was, today I'm grateful for, what can I do to make today great? I'm looking forward to, 3 things accomplished today, and affirmations for myself. It doesn't have to be that hard. And getting up and just writing these things down is already a push ahead to your best version. Practicing gratitude and defining goals for yourself is gonna help you greatly for the future. I cannot express this enough. This is so helpful for your mental health and just you in general. I honestly don't understand why not everybody does it. You could even consider it to be a form of meditation. It's just so helpful. Journaling is so important for your mental health because it reduces stress, fosters positive emotions, and encourages resilience. Practicing gratitude can also boost your self-esteem. Thinking about the great things about yourself can make you feel like a better person. It also shifts your worries to another dimension. It takes it away from you. That's why it also helps with anxiety. If you think about the great things of life and just de-stress yourself, and your anxiety will basically float away. If you're anxious about a job opportunity, an interview you have coming up, journaling and writing all of your emotions and thoughts about it will make you feel so much better. It trains your brain to shift perspective on life and just have a better outlook on it. There is nothing else in this world that I would promote with such determination. If you really do think that this might help you out, I really highly suggest you try it. For the past 5 years, I have been suffering from social anxiety. And ever since I got my journal and I just started writing in it, I felt so much better about myself. My self-esteem went up, and I realized that maybe things aren't so bad. I mean, it still affects me. It's not going to fix your anxiety completely, but it's going to take it away for a few. So please, please, please put this into consideration. I wish the best of luck to the people who start. If you've made it up to here, comment journal down below. If this is your first impression of me, I hope it left a good enough impact for you to subscribe. I post lots of videos like this one, so if you like this, I might be your cup of tea. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my video. Keep shining, my friend.